No, you're not.
Oh,
No,
wait,
you're
shit?
not.
Oh, well, shit.
That's right.
Yeah, because when you say you wanted to come with, I was like, okay, you're not handcuffed anymore. Simple as
Oh,
that.
okay.
Is the handcuff still on Oriana's wrist?
No, I assume the handcuffs are back with Oriana, but not on Oriana, because she was the source of the handcuffs initially.
They better be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you say it like that?
Sejar would be like, get this trash fashion off of me. Prisoners
So
are so
charges us
gaudy.
back at the fucking public. Wait a minute. Why am I still wearing this?
Wait a minute, I'm fucking beautiful. So, you go detour to the boxes. You follow the beggar's directions of go down a block and a half that way, see a real gnarly tree, make a left, look at this jagged circle. The term he was trying to say, by the way, was octagon, but he's not smart enough for that. When you guys go over there, there are a number of people, and surprisingly, it's organized. Like, it's not like a mob of people punching and fighting each other like a Black Friday sale to get at the food. Like, there is like elders, so to speak, that are like coordinated. Like, all right, line up, next, allocate next, and the beggar didn't paint it in full proper detail, either because he didn't look at it or because he was fleecing you or something, whatever the reason. It's not like just like a couple boxes. It's like
A mountain.
it's like a caravan of food, like crates and stuff like that. Some of them aren't even cracked open yet. Right? Like, it's a lot of food. Like, imagine like a half an aisle at a Costco. Something like that. So the crates themselves aren't like massive when it comes to like, say, like if you were like a sailor, you definitely have these more massive types of crates. These ones probably only go up to like, say, your waist, and they are a cube, so that should tell you by the dimensions of a cube how big they are. Yeah, they go about to your waist and are stacked at most one on top of the other, not ever three on up or anything like that. There are some city watchmen that are holding the perimeter, as it were, but they are less like on guard and more of just sort of standing there, sort of like, being like a bouncer, like a music. What do you guys do?
Who went?
I was gonna say who went, because if Oriana's not going, I don't know why Garth wanted to go. So
I was specifically saying I'm tempted to get distracted by that, but I don't want to. Like, that's...
If you don't want to go, then you just keep going then.
And I was like, oh, I'll go then.
And then you're just like, I'm going to steal Oriana away. It's like,
So,
no.
I guess we all collectively do a walk by and just see all that.
Yeah, do a walk by, be like, oh, that's what it looks like, and then...
Damn, that's crazy!
It's only
That
a walk and a
exists.
half. It's not
it's wild.
far. Yeah, so you guys do a walk by, and you're just like...
Throw a grenade at the food. Ruin it for
Oh my
everyone.
god.
The food eats it.
The food's a mimic?
Hold on now.
Now it's like Codename Kiss Next Door. Anyways, so you guys return back to the path that you guys are... Not the same path, but return en route back to the Undercity entrance, and then you guys ride one of the lifts from the Undercity back up to the, so to speak, ground level. And head on over to the cradle.
Is Sejar doing anything in the meantime?
I know he's attuned to the golden, anatomically accurate heart he made. But is there anything else? As he's hanging out with Lord Eswara and Lord Slayer Roland?
I guess you would ask Lord Sora what her impression of Alessander is.
Ooh, what an interesting question. She takes the question, blinks, looks down at her teacup, raises the teacup to her mouth in both hands, takes a sip of it, brings it down a little bit, looks at it, switches it a bit left and right, takes another sip of it, and then sets it back down on the tea saucer. And then looks up from the cup back up to you. Well, there are many things I would describe him as. He seems a man of action. Maybe not a a man that owns a pocket watch. But I cannot fault him for that, for acting on good faith and favor. The Lord Seeker does raise a good point on favoritism on who you help, but she sighs deeply. The fact that you are willing to do good, I think, is its own testament. For Alessandro himself, she thinks. There are a number of craftsmen that my family employs. There are stories I've heard of my ancestors. I believe he buries himself in his work. Work, not necessarily that of combat, but on leadership.
Yeah. Yes. I agree with that. I see that too.
This is not necessarily a bad thing, but one should be mindful of how far it goes.
Wise words. Absolutely true.
Why do you ask?
I wanted to make sure that I had gotten an accurate read on him. And based on what you're telling me, it seems I have. And that is reassuring.
Well, I do not claim to have the Lord Seeker's capability at discerning people so quickly. And I've only had a few interactions with Alessandra. You yourself, I imagine, much more continuous, much more in-depth. But
Yes.
there are many things you would learn about a person in due time. Whether or not it's avenues you're curious about, that is a different matter.
All in due time, I suppose. And as for the time and the assessment and the quality thereof, if something my mother said, there are few things you can count on, Sajar. But if a woman's intuition is telling you something, shut up and listen.
She gets like this knowing smirk on her face and sips. A wise woman.
And as for doing good, something my father once said is, a kind man must be generous, because you cannot afford kindness if you are not.
The Lord Slayer just sort of like drinks his mead. I think that fits off the well, given your he gestures at your scales up and down. Lineage. Afford and such.
Yeah, well. Family, legacy, duty. In my home, all of the above, they sort of bleed into each other. Interchangeable in some ways.
He thinks for a moment, but doesn't say anything. And just takes another drink of his mead.
Is that honey ant mead by any chance?
No, it ain't. It's just classic Twinsian mead. Made here in Duvros. I'm not
So
exactly
good?
much of a picky drinker. I mean, given your standards, maybe not. But I think it's just fine.
I think I shall have to try one. I'll be right back. And with that, we can go to the other guys again.
Very well. So, you other guys, you guys head over to the cradle.
We break Delvet's knees.
As you guys go to the cradle, there is a increased Slayer presence.
Interesting.
Yeah, around the medical ward building.
Weird.
It's
Wild.
weird. It's weird.
Super odd. Hey, what happened to
You guys
Shiva again?
spot. You just gotta take him back to the medical ward building.
Weird.
You guys actually see
Anyways.
Mallory.
And how's her
Like,
disposition
she just-
today?
She's just sort of standing out in front, just sort of arms crossed, just sort of on guard duty, and where she sees because the cradle has like a very wide boulevard that goes through it. It's really obvious. So like when you guys enter in from the technically it's south because the map I showed you guys is like not cardinal accurate. North is not north. North of that map was technically east. But anyway, she sees you guys coming from that one of the big gateway entrances. And her arms that are crossed, her posture that's standing upright at attention, as you know, not at attention, but
Prepped.
Yes, up and right. Stops for a moment as she stares at you guys. As you guys close in.
Oh, are we approaching her?
Well, you guys want to go get Delvin? He's in the medical ward, so.
We can't
Oh,
get
okay, yeah, okay.
Just finger flick salute. Just, yo.
Mallory, good to see you again.
Alessander, you lot.
He actually got a first name basis now.
Secret Captain. He does. Ricker just like 2 finger flicks the same way you did, Oriana. Yo. And might I ask what you guys are all doing here?
We're here to see to Delvin, young Delvin.
Boy's getting his says his last day here. She stops and tilts her head.
Light.
Well, you're fucking executing him or something. No, we're not. We're gonna fix them. She just like scoffs like. Wait, you're serious? Like a Falcon.
Entirely.
She looks between all of you to Captain Rickard. Huh. Well, I don't. No offense, all of you and Captain, but I'm not gonna hold my breath, but.
That's fair.
Here's open. Hope got nothing to do with it. Come on. As you guys are like walking, following Ricker, she does shout behind you. Don't try to talk with the crazy person, by the way.
Wasn't planning on it.
You guys walk on up. Delvin isn't situated on the top floor, but he's situated on like the along the upper floors,
Right.
upper quadrant, so to speak. And you guys walk on up and open up the door. It's not locked or anything. Delvin's not under secret or Slayer security, whatever. And Delvin is sitting there reading a book. I should also paint the image like it's not him sitting all suave and cool in his bed reading a book like an anime character. No, the book is laid out on an end stand, like a table, and he's like not holding it at all. The table's keeping it upright, and he just is like bent over it. Yeah, like fucking Eye of Sauron sort of reading style.
So we can't see the cover and know what he's reading.
You guys cannot see the cover. You guys might be able to read the contents, but you don't know what the cover would be.
Peek over his shoulder to read the contents.
Alright, roll perception.
Alright, hold on.
Roll what?
Roll perception.
Perception. I heard persuasion for some reason. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
You persuade the book.
Tell me
Alright,
the secrets book.
The DC was 10. Congratulations. Anyways.
Let's go.
I just want to see if anyone would get a nat 1 I can laugh at you, but...
Damn it, we're too good.
Manga.
He's reading Chainsaw Man.
Alexander, new season
dropped on Crunchyroll.
Let's go. I need to watch that.
Rickard's like, I ain't helping the weeb.
Me neither.
Grabs a shoots himself.
Anyway, as you guys look over his shoulder, he appears to be reading, that's not the right word. Bestiary. That's the word. Bestiary.
We're reading a monster.
I was gonna say monster manual. I'm like, no, that's not the right fucking word. That's the official core book. It's a bestiary.
Oh, is that Bolos?
Yeah.
Oh shit! New chapter.
Well, fun facts, actually.
He does exist.
Oh.
There is a Saint Volos. He is the first Lord Slayer.
Hey.
So there is a Volos guide to monsters out there as he discusses how to kill shit.
Hey,
That's pretty funny.
Hey, Crash.
Yeah.
As
No.
as a dumb thing I just thought of.
Also, not this Bolos, by the way. His name's actually Bolos.
Ah.
Anyways, what you're saying?
Could it be Chedimir's old notebook?
You want me to wind up? Well, the thing is, Chedimir, you got your ranger training from the Valmont.
Oh, yeah,
Like, so maybe it would be that.
Yeah, but she has her own notes and stuff. I don't know, maybe. Oh!
Ooh.
The DC
Probably should have
was
said a
10.
DC. Yeah, I probably should have said a DC before you rolled.
That's fine. I wouldn't be surprised if the DC was 10, not gonna lie, even if I said it as a joke.
I was thinking about that initially. Yeah, fuck it.
That'd be cool.
I mean, you guys aren't rangers. So.
Yeah. The only reason I brought it up is because the backstory is Chedimir is the one that went to go help him, so maybe she stopped in and gave him the book.
He is reading a bestiary of some sort. None of you guys are rangers, nor slayers, nor seekers. If only you guys had a ranger.
Man,
in your
that'd be
party.
crazy. It's not like
That'd
she
be
can help,
fucking
she can't read.
Nah, she's off doing crimes.
She's being she's being an accessory to
bait.
crime.
He's an illiterate criminal at the moment.
Yeah, but yeah, he's reading so far bestiary.
What?
Where it's from, it is a handwritten bestiary.
What is he reading about in specific? What's this page on?
This one. Trying to think, what would catch Delvet's interest the most?
The Nocturne.
There ain't a
Fucking
bestiary.
adventurous, man.
There ain't a fucking bestiary for the Nocturne. There's a fucking grave list of people that died against it. All right,
Fuck
like,
this thing. Don't. Fuck off. Leave him.
Fucking adventurers will look over someone's shoulder, find out what they're reading and exactly
then
what they're
say
reading
hi.
about, then just be like, "Hey, what are you reading?"
That's 100% what I'm planning to do.
Go on, tell me in excruciating detail.
Just get real close.
Inside check.
Hey, Delbert, how's it going?
Oh my god.
I think. This one would be this entry that is currently catching his interest is on Tlinkali, the Scorpion people of the technically they're predominant of the Frajarn Peninsula, but they do push out towards the exchange.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
As you guys enter in and just sort of stride in and look over his shoulder as he's like mid-turning to go talk to you guys just sort of like lean over and look at his book, and it's just, like you see like the scorpion person like imagine like a centaur. Now take the horsepower and make it a scorpion. Moving
So
on.
much worse.
They're dope as shit.
They're terrifying and I love it.
I think they're terrifying. I think they're really. I just think they're neat.
I'm not
The
gonna say
three
they're
of you
not
look
cool.
over his
I just
shoulder,
hate it.
and you're
You know
just
what's even
"Boy, that's
cooler?
not porn."
A plain
You
Palo
don't get to
Revenant.
decide my reaction.
Sorry, what was that, Fred?
Do you know what's even cooler?
Drugs.
A Tlinkali Revenant.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a Twin Collie Revenant. That's crazy. That's great. That's wild.
Wow, man. That's great.
That's crazy. Can't wait for it to meet one. Anyways,
How's Marshall going?
so you guys talk to Delwit. Aye. So many of you. He sees Captain Rickard and he sees that Rickard's with you, Alessander. And his eyes like open, like it's like a cat getting ready to hunt. Like he's like, oh,
Well, we all want to be here for your big day.
let's put this to the test, huh? Ray ran all the checks. You're serious? Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm ready then. Which operating room is in? No, kid. We ain't doing it here. We gotta go to the secret compound. There's a moment of it's sort of hesitation, but it's not hesitation. It's more like a introspection, like catching yourself sort of deal that goes across Delvet's face for a moment as he like thinks on something. Then he closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. Let's go. That's what I like to hear.
Is there anything here you want to take with you.
Yeah. Can you guys help me lift my mattress?
Sure.
I think there's a box underneath my bed that we can use to grab it. There's like a little small shoe-in box. You lift up his mattress and you guys see a number of different items, including a spell scroll, a certain insignia, and a dagger.
Where'd you get a knife from?
Knife store.
I probably shouldn't tell you. I don't want to incriminate you.
Should we even be picking up that knife?
It's got sentimental value to me. Ricker just whistled. Didn't take you for a thief, Dovid. That's good. Good. Need to know where you're going. So you
What's
guys,
that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying, listen, being fast of hand, sleight of hand is always good in the field.
But being inconspicuous is better.
Mm-hmm.
Then just be both.
It seems like
Easy.
he already is.
Ricker does a brain explosion, easy. Just get good, Delvit, easy. Delvit, just level vigor, idiot.
Roll good.
Pass the bigger check.
He fails all the time. So, you guys escort Delvit down, and it is there is an elevator here in the cradle. That's right, elevators, modern technology. It's really just a counterweight system moving on for our lives. So
complicated.
there's lifts in the world. Yeah, they're not
It's
that
an
complicated.
up-down room. Let's go.
Yeah.
Down room.
You guys take the elevator down of Delvit, and a number of slayers are not the fuck. What are you guys doing? And a number of the staff are a bit confused as well. And Delvit takes the time to go to every single staff member and say, this is what's happening. This is another shot. This is a shot I think is going to work. This time, it'll work. And the staff, there's a spectrum of reactions. Some are hesitant. None of them rain on his parade. They'll be like, oh, here's hoping. Or good luck, or whatever. But you guys can tell some of them are a bit doubtful. Even if it is Rickard, and he does say that Rickard is the one that did it, even some of them still are just Rickard's a great seeker captain, sure, but he's not a world accomplished doctor or anything like that. Yeah. He's not a maestro.
Which they've had here.
Yeah, so it's just a question of sure, bud. Well, but some of them genuinely do believe that this is it. If not by capability, by divine right. Right? The gods owe you one, so this has to be it, right?
Yeah, maybe it's a case of it's... Sometimes you don't need the most professional person in the situation. You just need a different set of eyes that looks at the problem differently. Dricker definitely would, compared to a fucking nurse. Or an alchemist. Well...
I would say Connor did not give a shit about it, so...
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, these are final goodbyes. Some of them are worried. Some of them are worried that he might die. Or they're just are you sure this treatment's safe? And then Rickard's and no one's been experimented on for. And they're just what? But he's just it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, and Delvit's situation is practically unprecedented, so sometimes, gotta wing it.
But eventually, Delvit does finish saying his goodbyes. And he says, if it does work, he'll be back. He'll be back. If it doesn't work, he'll be back. Hopefully. Yeah. But he has confidence over. So, you guys get to walk in. As you guys are leaving, Slayer Mallory does impart that maybe you guys should grab a quick carriage over to the secret compound, because Delvit's a bit weak in walking capability comparatively to you guys. But Rickard dismisses her and saying this should be his last walk through the city on these legs.
He can make it.
Alright. Try not to cause any trouble on your short trip back.
trying to open
so
your
funny
mouth to
if
say
you
something.
did
It's like, no, actually.
You guys,
Well, that depends. If we cast trouble, we'll be seeing you.
I hope not.
That's the
Only one way
lie.
to find out.
Silas,
Go on then. So,
To the compound.
you guys get back to walking. There are a number of people that recognize in fairness, Delvit is like he doesn't have like clothes. He has like not like a nightgown which has your ass exposed, but like essentially like a robe.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh,
And-
you know what? It's chilly. I'll give him the coat.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry. Do you think I was giving you the option?
I just want to experience the cold like this one last time. It won't be like this after that.
Does he have shoes? Oh.
He doesn't have shoes, no. He has sandals.
Ah, heck, fine. Be cold, see if I care.
As you guys are walking back through town, a couple of people, not like a quarter of the town or anything, but not even that number, but like there are a couple of people that do recognize Delvit. Or if nothing else, they recognize that Delvit is a cradle patient. And then they ask you guys like, hey, why do you guys have a cradle patient walking around? It's like, no, he's not the criminally insane one, it's fine.
Mind your own business.
Yeah, mind your own
How about
fucking
that?
business. Yeah. I mean, Alexander, you had to go through similar
He's not the terrorist.
treatments, I guess, because like when you were walking around, when you were given leave to leave the cradle's medical ward, that's on the promise that you come back for a few hours, so to speak. Yeah, like similar deal. Like you're not. It's not
Same
illegal for you to be
response.
out here.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
hey,
not legal for you to be out here. They're just wondering like, why are you out here?
Have you mind your own business? How about stop asking questions?
Very good, very good.
Why are you out here, huh?
They just let you walk around free?
So, anyways, you guys do end up as you guys are walking back. You guys see Kasai, and she does see you guys and join you.
Thank God.
Oh, hell yeah.
You guys do see that she does leave the company of a couple of robed people who are acolytes.
Can we identify
Any holy symbols on
what church?
Yeah, can we tell?
Both
If
of
they
them
have a
are
church?
of Exalted Lord Octavian.
That makes sense.
Are what?
They're acolytes of Exalted Lord Octavian.
Okay.
She joins you guys after saying goodbye to them, saying that, if she sees them again, then catch up then. But if not, then, she doesn't know much longer she'll be in town for.
Alexander will ask, what were you getting up to?
I was merely going back to what I was doing last week or so. He just sort of gestures at the acolytes who are leaving.
Well, you were just visiting church.
I visited many churches, many temples.
Any
Doing good
particular
work.
reason?
She gives you like this smile, which is, I'm not want to say uncharacteristic, but Kasai doesn't smile much, right?
alien.
Like she sort of has a pretty strong resting bitch face, but she does have now this sort of quaint smile. Is
Well,
there a
because she's a
reason
lot
I need to do good work?
A lot's been happening and changes of personality. Not changes of personality. I'm gonna stick with that. Changes of personality can sometimes be concerning, but I don't know. I'm just kind of curious.
Well, you mean she wasn't always this pleasant? Yeah, pull the other one.
Looks to her, looks to him, looks back to her. No offense. She wasn't exactly the nicest person when we first met.
And I still stand by it. I think there are places that need more help than others. There are people that need more help than others, and there are some people, she says looking at you guys, that need telling off more than others.
Awkwardly.
Can I tell
Flash.
which one
Flashback.
she's looking at specifically?
Roll insight.
Yeah, I want to
I'll
know
join
too.
in on that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I guess, hey, might as well roll stuff.
Oh,
So,
just have a
hell?
fucking casual. Oh wait, hold on.
no.
Take up that 6. I was not gonna use a kindred there.
Does she give us guidance to insight her?
No, she doesn't. Not at all. Oriana and Silas.
Mm-hmm.
The more irresponsible of you might need a more strict hand, so to speak. Like a mother does, you know.
My other question is, does Oriana fall in that category? Because she has definitely had times where she's faltered.
You do.
Aww.
Which is why it makes sense that you two are the ones that notice it, because you two are the ones that are being
Probably looking
targeted.
directly at you dumb
This
shits.
is like, I expected this. I knew this.
Right, I was like, I didn't expect this.
That was just pats around on the shoulder.
And who is this? Hello, ma'am. My name's Delvin. She looks him up and down with this sort of like pained look on her face.
Yeah, we know.
I know. Okay.
We're actually
guys-
accompanying him to a surgery that Rickard set up that should fix him.
And a surgery.
Just kind of shrugs, like, I was assuming.
I
I'm
don't
not
think it's
sciencey.
gonna be safe to cut into Dover on his current state. But hey, maybe later.
Maybe later.
Maybe later I'll just rip out his organs.
If all else fails, we still got a knife.
Rickard,
Maybe later.
Rickard, the jokester captain.
Rickard's fun. Can we have him in charge?
A lot of people would want Rickard in charge of them, in all honesty, but you don't always get to pick. So you guys continue back to the secret compound. You guys pass by the Seeker and Slayer bar, and you guys could see that Lord Essoiron and Lord Slayer, Roland, and more importantly, Sajar are still there.
No, the Lord's more important.
Speak for yourself.
Give
Do you
a wave
guys
to-
retrieve
I'll remember
Sajar?
that.
Yeah, give a wave to him. See if he wants to come
Mhm.
along.
Yeah, sure. Am I done with the?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This would have been
Yeah, then-
plenty of time.
Yeah, then absolutely tag along.
Fantastic.
Thank you for the chat. Lovely.
Of
See you
course.
around.
That was. You guys enter into the secret compound.
Wee.
And colors. Epic.
As you guys are entering into the place, you do see descending down the stairway Captain Blair, Captain Janik, and the Lord Seeker. With the Lord Seeker being like sort of the vanguard of the chevron formation they are taking, and Blair and Janik are behind him talking to one another as they're descending down the stairs. The Lord Seeker sees all of you, this interesting motley crew with basically an invalid amongst your number. I assume it is time for young Delvit's transformation. Rickard just nods. Nice, sir. Then the gods be with you, Captain Rickard and Delvit. Let us hope they're not necessary.
I think we've got this one.
Lord Seeker